Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I ascended the throne of Ethiopia in November 1930. There are few statesmen who can retrace a career of more resolute leadership in both internal and world affairs. Few can claim greater unbroken continuity with the past that nevertheless moves methodically into the 20th century. Biographer Leonard Mosley has written in projected epitaph, he shaped rather than waited upon events. Just 7 months after he became emperor in 1930, Haile Selassie gave the people of Ethiopia their first written constitution. His plea before the League of Nations in 1936, as his country was ravaged by Mussolini's armies, and his anguished exile during the following years are etched in the memory of the world. When he regained his throne in 1941, his refusal to allow retaliation against the defeated invader was viewed with disbelief. On this day, he said, "I owe thanks unutterable by the mouth of man to the loving God who has enabled me to be present among you. Today is the beginning of a new era in the history of Ethiopia. Since this is so, do not reward evil for evil. Do not commit any act of cruelty like those which the enemy committed against us up to this present time." When the United Nations Charter was drawn up after World War II, His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie was one of its original drafters. In 1963, he established the Organization of African Unity to encourage cooperation among African states and to coordinate their efforts to build a better life for all the peoples of Africa. Constitutional reforms in 1956 guaranteed all the rights of the people of Ethiopia, though the emperor retains much personal power in governing his agricultural nation of 22 million people, all the time seeking to lead his nation toward a fully modern way of life. At 76 years of age, His Imperial Majesty continues to work a 20-hour day with 3 hours for sleep and 1 devoted to prayer. Imperial Majesty, as a member of the body of Christ, what do you expect of the Church?
The Church is not merely a building. The Church is the faithful fulfillment of the Christian life and its requirements. Thus, as the name applies to the building, so is our heart the church in which God dwells. After our blameless Creator was sent to this world by His Father, then the hearts of all believers became the temple of God. The love of Christ cannot be fathomed by a series of questions and answers, and man's soul cannot experience deeper enrichment as a result. We believe that man can at all times be bound by His love and grace.